When you inhale, a muscle called diaphragm contracts, moving down to pull air into your body. The air passes by the relaxed epiglottis, which would contract to block passage to the lungs if you were swallowing food or drink, and continues down the trachea to the bronchi, which each lead to a lung. Branching off from the bronchi are many smaller tubes called bronchioles, which terminate in sacs called alveoli. Each alveolus is surrounded by tiny capillaries containing blood. The barrier between alveolus and capillary is extremely thin to allow for easy gas exchange. As the blood flows through the capillaries, the oxygen from your breath swaps places with the waste carbon dioxide that the blood cells are carrying. With the relaxation of the diaphragm, you exhale, pushing the carbon dioxide that is now in your alveoli back up through the bronchioles, bronchi, and trachea to exit the body through the nose or mouth. Meanwhile, the newly oxygenated blood cells are heading off to bring the oxygen to the rest of your body and pick up the waste carbon dioxide to start the process over again. But what exactly happens to the blood during this journey? As the blood carrying fresh oxygen leaves the lungs, it heads to the heart by way of the pulmonary veins, so named because pulmonary refers to the lungs, and veins always carry blood towards the heart. Both pulmonary veins end at the left atrium, which is one of the four chambers of the heart. As the heart beats, it pulls the blood into the left ventricle, another chamber, then pushes it out to bring its oxygen to the rest of the body, opening and closing some valves along the way to prevent blood from flowing in the wrong direction. After it leaves the heart, the blood cells split up. Some will go towards the face or arms, some will go down towards the torso and legs. No matter where it goes, the blood travels through arteries that branch off, getting smaller and smaller until they turn into capillaries, which go right up to each cell of the body. Your body cells use oxygen to help turn food into ATP, which is the kind of energy that cells are able to use. However, an unneeded byproduct of this chemical reaction is carbon dioxide, which your body needs to get rid of. The cells do this by taking in the oxygen that the blood cells are carrying and giving the blood cells their waste carbon dioxide. This swap is very similar to what we saw earlier in the lungs, except reversed. The blood cells, now carrying carbon dioxide instead of oxygen, travel through veins to get back to the heart. Instead of going to the left atrium, however, they go to the right atrium, then the right ventricle. After it gets pumped through the heart again, the blood returns to the lungs by way of the pulmonary arteries, where it will exchange its carbon dioxide for more oxygen and start the process over again.